Hello, my name Jay. Good evening, everybody. I was just jumping into the middle of the chat. Hi. Oh, hello, Dave, Alicia, Julie. Hello. I'm glad that you guys are all in here checking each other out. That's good. We should wear a hello, my name tag. Oh, you guys are funny. Let me see here. Do I have okay. There you go. Ah, hi, Grammy Karen. Hi, you guys. So, how is it? How is everyone tonight? How are you guys doing? And what is life like in your corner of the world? Oh my goodness. Hey, Michelle. Uh, hi, Katie. Hello. It's hot there for you, Julie. Oh my goodness. We're at 77 degrees right now and looking cloudy. It's kind of, yeah, overcast. Not supposed to have rain till Wednesday, so who knows? Ooh, Dave, that sounds good. That sounds like some good. Looks great on me. You could slap it right here, It's like, uh, uh, you guys are funny. You're funny. Uh, um, so yeah, it's been kind of mild at, between mid 70s, low 80s. Not too bad for August, really. Pretty decent. Rain off and on. We had my parents' estate garage sale last week and just finished packing up the leftovers of it yesterday and get the house all cleaned out. And I'm exhausted. It's been a big week, a very big week. Um, yeah, Tuesday through Saturday, really for me, and well, Sunday. Yeah, I mean, we went down and did the packed up all the leftover stuff, which wasn't much leftover, which was really good. But I mean, we got rid of a lot of stuff. I mean, things went so cheap. They really did. Um, but that was the point of it, just to get rid of things so that we didn't have to figure out where to haul mattresses, where to, get rid of TVs, all that kind of stuff. So it was crazy. Hey, Kiri. Hey, Gil. Good evening to you. Well, thank you, Alicia. Yes, estate sales are a lot of work. Now, a true estate sale is one where you open up your house and everybody walks through all the rooms and picks out what they want and buy them and all that kind of stuff. Um, Even though this was my parents' estate stuff, we handled it like a garage sale. So we called it both, really. And, but, all the money went into their estate. So it was just getting rid of things. But yeah, it's taken, my dad passed June 11th. And since then, we've been working on going through stuff. And, because we had both my mom and dad's stuff to go through and organize and get all done and market and get everything done. And it was just, it was, yeah, we're all exhausted. It was a huge amount of work, huge. And so thank you, Grammy Karen. Yes, Dave, that's a huge part of it is like, this meant so much to mom, or this meant so much to dad. What do we do with it? And, um, but as well as not. going through stuff while Dad was still alive, and we didn't want to go through the closet and go, oh, here's Mom's stuff. Let's get rid of all this. It's like when he's right there in the bedroom, and it's like not cool. So yes, respecting our parents' space, absolutely. And so it was just, yeah, challenging. And but your spare bedroom furniture was purchased from an estate auction. Those are great to have too. They really are. Your dad's died on the same day but years apart. Oh, Grammy Karen, wow. That is something. So, Gil, thank you. Hey, Patty, Tinker's wife, how are you? So, I'm just like, and then my day went totally sideways today, so I wasn't able to really prepare for anything for tonight. So that's why we're doing a Have You Ever? And it's been a while since we've done one actually. So it's just so fun to get to know everybody a little bit better and see what you guys were up to in your past life and different things. So um, get that a little bit more centered here. So, but yes, thank you, Alicia. Yes, I'm glad it's done. We're all glad it's done. And we're so grateful we only have one set of parents. Some people have a lot more than that they have to deal with, or if they're any one of us were just an only child. At least we had several of us being able to work together on it. And so, yeah, it was that's like, oh, I know. Um, so yeah, so weather's been kind of mild. We've had some rain here and there, so just enough where I don't have to get out and water. I should have watered the garden today. I'm gonna have to get out after this and do that. I've just been, like I said, so busy. I've hardly been home. Um, but my garden is growing well. The tomatoes have grown a lot more. I've got quite a few tomatoes on the plants, which is a good thing. The peas are growing like crazy. The pods are all filling out, so I'm going to be harvesting those probably starting tomorrow. And the beans, the plants look lush and great, and there's tons of blossoms on them. So all continues to go well. I'll have a really good bean harvest. The carrots are growing well. I got all the onions transplanted finally last week, Tuesday. So they're just kind of going through their transition right now. So hopefully they'll have a few weeks to grow anyway. I may have just all kinds of little onions, but it is what it is this year. And I just you do what you can, right? And what else? Oh, lettuce. Lettuce is doing really well. I've got to get out and cut that. My basil, my volunteer basil is growing really well, so that's doing good. Pepper plants are getting huge, so things are growing, even though I got them in so late. So I I have been really grateful this last week, especially that I was able to, I did have to get them in later, everything in later. It did restrict me a lot in what I could grow, but um, if I had gotten them in at the normal time, I would have been trying to harvest and preserve at the same time, trying to get all of this estate sale stuff taken care of, and I would not have been able to do any of it. I would have just harvested and given it all away, and, which is fine too, because it would go to people who could use it and need it. But um, God is good. He just gave me the right timing for it. Things will start coming in, and I can preserve without having to worry about being gone so much and making all these trips and getting the rest that I need. So yeah. Um, yes, Patty, I can breathe now a little bit. So, well, Alicia, that's great. Your tomato plants are growing so well. Um, It does, Gail, you're right. It does help a lot if you're able to downsize. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So, um, you planted peas and turnip seeds. Oh, good for you, Carrie. Excellent. Your onions and corn. It's trying to empty. Oh, okay. In a way, I wish I was at that point, but I'm also, like I said, very grateful that I didn't have to be going crazy with all this stuff going on at the same time. Things can spread out a little bit, and I'm very, very okay with all of that. Really, really good. So, one of the things that happened today, and this is like my first have you ever. So it kind of gives you a clue of what my day went in. But have you ever lost your wallet or your billfold? So I'd like to see some thumbs up or yeses or nos or whatever in the chat. Patty, yes. Alicia got that's good. Donna, hi. Yes. Oh, yes, Dave. Absolutely is a total pain. Hey, Connie, hugs to you. You planted seeds very late this year, experimenting with bush beans, and you have radish, spinach, mizuna. That's great, Patty. So you've never grown bush beans before? I only tried pole beans once, and they came in so late. Um, and I didn't have like the structure um, available for them to be able to really go and everything else. And I got distracted by my name tag. Wonder it's like, okay, people just coming on. What is that all about? Oh, you never 40 years ago, you never found it. Oh my goodness. Your purse has a separate wallet section. Ah, nice. Okay. Yeah, I've done like two plantings before of bush beans. So like end of May and then again starting in July, and they've done really well. So I figured if these went in at the beginning of July, they should be fine. Um, when you were a kid and Christmas shopping, you laid your coin purse down and TG&Y and all your Christmas. Oh, oh, Karen, that's so sad. I'm sure you were heartbroken. Oh, that's kind of cool, Dave. Use that space around there. Katie, you lost it at the library when you were watching videos. Oh my goodness. Oh, Patty, your wallet was left in a shopping cart and you didn't know you'd left it and had to backtrack so you could call a store. Someone found it and nothing was taken. Well, like I said, yesterday I was down at my parents' house and we were packing up all day long and I was so exhausted, just so exhausted. And I had to get gas before I left. And so what I typically do when I pull up to the pump, and I'm not going to go inside to pay, I'm just paying at the pump. I will have my purse in the passenger seat, but I'll take my wallet out of there. And I may need to be changing that procedure. I take my wallet out of my purse and then have it, and then I can take my card out. And I get to the pump, I open up my gas tank thing, and then unscrew the cap and everything, and then put my card in the pump, and then when it's done, I take it out, put it right back in my wallet. So I'm not putting it into a coat pocket or a jeans pocket or something where I lose my card. So I've learned that. It's like, that's why my wallet right there. And also if somebody ends up breaking into my car and they grab my purse, they don't have my wallet. They just have an empty purse with pens and stuff like that in there. And so I have my wallet on me. A lot of times I will then stick the wallet in my side jeans pocket, my left side, and because there's it's roomy and stuff, and so I just stick it down in there. And then when I'm done pumping and get my receipt, I take that out and go back in the car, put it back in my purse. It's worked out really well for a long time. Except yesterday. I was so exhausted. I didn't even realize one of two things happened. Either I tried putting it into my pocket and I didn't realize it wasn't going in and it just went to the ground, or I got it halfway into my pocket and then in moving around it fell out or something. But either way, I got back in the car and just drove off, totally oblivious to anything that was going on. And so I drove all the way home, 80 miles. And then this morning I drove up. I had to go to the chiropractor, so I drove all the way up, and that was another 30 miles north of here. And I'm walking in there and putting my phone in my purse and realizing there's a lot of extra space in there. It's like digging around, where's my wallet? It was like freaking out. And so finished there. I was supposed to do all kinds of errands and shopping and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't have my wallet. I can't do anything. And so I drive right back home, another 30 miles. And then I'm home. I'm looking all over the place and um, trying to figure out, where I would have left it. And it, finally I realized it was like, okay, I did go to the gas station. So I called them and they said they had it. So it was like, oh my gosh. So I dropped it outside near the pump with tons of cars coming in and out and people and everything. And had a very honest person who picked it up and brought it in there. All the money was still intact, my cards, everything. And I was just like, but I did call the bank and get new cards just in case and stuff like that. In case they took the information and all that. But it was scary for a while. So I've got to catch up on the chat here. It was a long story. Um, let me see. Where are we here? You're talking about gardens. Oh, good. Donna, your husband lost his when you were on vacation, a group of Boy Scouts. Oh, that is so neat. Oh, my goodness. Your wallet is always in your pocket. You never set it down anywhere. You found a purse in a grocery cart near the handicap parking area. Oh, Kiri, that was so good. Yes. You found a Visa credit card the woman had just dropped. It was able to get it. Oh, good. Hey, Eli. Good evening to you. Um, I know, right, Patty? So appreciate honest folks. Absolutely. So it was, but that's how exhausted I was. I didn't even realize I didn't even have it in my hand to even put it back in my purse. And it was just like, so yeah, I may have to change that procedure a little bit and take my whole purse out and just put it on me and have that in and out. But and I do if I'm going to pay, if I'm going to go inside the gas station convenience store and pay. But if I'm just staying at the pump, that's where I'll just grab my wallet. But it was the morning. So anyway, I had to get in the car and drive down and get it. So about 250 miles later and 5 hours of driving, I was just like, I got home and I just crashed. So that's why we're doing a Have You Ever? You attach your wallet. Connie, you are amazing. That is awesome. Oh, I do have a few of those the carabiners available somewhere, but anyway, but yes, I was just totally amazed. Everything was intact, which was it was such a blessing. It really truly was. So, have you ever camped by sleeping under the stars with no tent and everything, just in a sleeping bag under the stars? I like to hear what people do on their adventures. So this past winter, you stopped at the Family Dollar, and as soon as you opened your truck door and there was a wallet on the ground, oh, wow. Yeah. And a biker's chain attached. Okay. Well, if you know that's something that you forget and leave, and, um, if keys are something to keep track of or hard to keep track of, then yeah, a biker's chain definitely works, right, Patty? You slept in a hammock once. Nice. You did that all the time in Idaho? Cool. Both in a tent and under the sky. Aw, that's so great. Um, I think I did once. Otherwise, I was usually in a tent just because the dew is so heavy here. But uh, yeah, I love sleeping out in the wilderness at night. It's so great. It really is. You only camped outside once in your life. It was in a tent. And I don't want to offend anybody here, but I do find it rather humorous that people go off in an RV and that's roughing it and camping for them. So I just, for me, roughing it is in a tent and building your campfire and cooking over it. And so anyway, but yeah, being out under the stars, I think, definitely have spent like evenings or a few hours or something like that, just outside under the stars. But sleeping a whole night, like I said, where our dew is so heavy usually here, so I'd be soaking wet in the morning. Um, it's called glamping. That's true, Julie. Yes, it is. I like glamping. It's funny how that word has just come around. All right. Have you ever fallen flat on your face in front of somebody? I would like to hear some stories about this. That's true, Patty. Yep. You were at a church camp with your family, ended up raining one night, woke up wet. That'll do. Yeah. But you know what? It's just water. You just get wet. Your mom and your brother, 13 years old, went camping at Yosemite. Mom let him camp under the stars. Aw. There's a bear. It's okay, honey. It's just a bear. Oh, I like that. Oh, Dave, do tell. Do tell. And Grammy Karen. Connie, too. Julie. Oh, and go back to bed. His sleeping bag was missing, so he returned. Oh my goodness. Sleeping bag was never found. Wow. He was good. The good thing he got up to go and tell his mom. Oh my goodness. Um, Can a lamp on your lawn? Oh, you guys are funny. Um, I would say I don't know if it was the only one, but definitely the one I remember, the most epic one. I was on a trip in Italy with a busload of people, and we were, and all of I wouldn't say all, but most of the roads and the walkways and everything are all like brick and everything is uneven because it's so old, and it's just all over the place. Well, I was walking with three or four other people right there. Maybe there was a few more, I don't know, but um, and I looked to the side to look at somebody, and I tripped over a rock, a brick or whatever, a rock that was sticking up, and it was like slow motion. It's just like I went down, and I swear there was an angel catching me because, I mean, I just went, phew, and I just like, And it wasn't like, oh, slam. It was just like, ooh. I didn't have a single scratch on me. I mean, I landed, flat, but it was just like, it was like a slow motion landing on a bed. I mean, it was just, and it was all rocks and gravel and everything. And it was just like, but, and everybody was running over. It's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? And it's like, yeah. So that was really weird. And they noticed that it was like slow motion too. And it was like, whoa. So anyway, it was a blessing I didn't get hurt because it could have been really bad. Uh, you were at the farmer's market and 200 people watched as you tripped on a curb. Oh no. Oh, Patty. Oh, you'll bring your 250,000 Class A motorhome in camp. Yes. Uh, oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, 200 people exactly. Why wouldn't they? I'm with Alicia. It's like, why wouldn't they run over and help you out? That's terrible. Is that the Northwest? I mean, is that like they just kind of watch and film you and then just leave you to be to yourself? Oh, goodness sakes. Um, you'll build a fire before anyone gets out of the sack. There you go. Love early morning before. Yes, yes, absolutely. I know, right, Julie? It's like that's the way you want to fall. And I mean, I fell in the garden last week, but nobody else was watching. But that wasn't necessarily very graceful. it, it was. I didn't hurt myself or anything, but I just tripped over stuff. And um, but that one was just like straight down, just oh. Um, you went to a 4th of July party at a friend's condo at the community center. His son made it hard to tell there was a step. Oh, oh, he broke a rib. Oh, Kiri. Oh, wow. That was not a good fall. I know it was crazy. I thought for sure my hands were gonna be like all skinned up because kind of landed on everything there, and I don't remember if I had long sleeves on. I may have. So, I wouldn't have skinned up like my elbows and stuff like that. But even my face, I mean, it was like my feet went up and I just like, it was so weird. But oh no. How it feels like slow motion. Yeah. Oh, oh, Patty, I'm so sorry you did that or experienced that. That's tough. All right. Have you ever made a stained glass window? Something very, very different here. Um, I have not. I would love to someday, but I just want to find out if anybody else has ever done that. Um, I've done, I've watched videos on it and stuff like that, but I've also done kind of a cheap down high school version of something like that, and but not with the actual glass and leading and all that kind of stuff. So no. Um, so you were also riding a skateboard back in 1966 and it stopped on a rock. Oh, oh. Well, we know you are a wild one. We know you are a risk taker. I mean, you're like, the race car driver, skydiver type of person. So you've got a history, Patty. Oh, fantasy Patty does stained glass. I like that. Oh, that's good. Uh, but used to know a guy who made stained glass crosses to put in your window. Very cool. Oh, that's so great. So, have you ever been in a marksmanship competition? And we're talking rifle or pistol, not darts or anything like that. um, escape. Oh, but you jump off running. Oh, well, Julie, you've got some good coordination then going on. You're a terrible shot. You do. Dave, I would never have guessed. You are such a precise person. I thought that would be something that you would do well at. That's interesting. Hey, Michigan Daffodil. Glad to have you here. We have our old crew here tonight. Um, well, when I was in college, I took a few ROTC classes, and that's like an Army, college Army classes and everything. I did map reading and a few others, but one of them was rifle marksmanship. And I'd never fired anything before that. And even though my dad and brothers were hunters, they, for some reason, didn't think that they could introduce the girls to the guns. So, or maybe that they didn't think we were interested. But anyway, it's just an Army 22 and targets, and that's what you do. So anyway, I learned all of this stuff, and I got to be a pretty expert marksman, and went to like a kind of a district type of competition. It included Minnesota, North and South Dakota, I think Iowa, and Wisconsin, I think. But anyway, we went to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I won the championship there. So that was in college. So anyway, it was fun. I had a good time with it. Um, hello, Drops. Yes, my name tag. I forget that it's on here. So, oh, Dave, that's yeah, okay. Playing pool too. Interesting. I mean, I have an astigmatism too, but it has developed in my later years here since 30. So I don't know how that would impact my aim at all. But Fantasy Patty also is an ace mark. Oh, you're so good. I think I tried skeet one time, and I don't know if I was any good at it because it was a moving target. So you were born cross-eyed. Oh, that would be hard for taking aim. That's true. Yeah. I suppose I could take it off now, right? So this is just a joke. You're a Bass Pro Shop shooting in the ghost town 2 days. So cool! I didn't know they had that. Bass Pro Shop. I wonder if other places like that have it. If Cabela's has something like that, that'd be kind of fun. Did I call you old? Oh, sorry. Um, you didn't get the toilet bowl at the range, so you're good. Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness. Your dad, that's so great. That's so good. 655 sweet. I've not heard of that one, Eli. So that would be interesting. You knew a guy who was an Olympic marksman. He never talked about it, but he medaled and all that. Yeah, I'd say generally those who are really good are the ones. I mean, you don't want to advertise that you're that way, really. And I don't normally talk about it at all either. It was just kind of one of these things I wanted to see if anybody else did. Um, you good shot with a hand. Okay. Uh, oh, Julie, you're really paying attention here, huh? Um, yeah, pucker kind of makes shooting. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. So, okay. 300 meg will really kick you in the shoulder. Yes. Oh, you said the old crew is here. I'm sorry. I think the ones who've been around my channel for a long time. There we go. Your older brother was an ace marksman. You never did anything with it. He actually taught. Oh, wow. That's very cool. Yeah, I could put a different name on here. Let me see. There we go. Um, you don't take a good shot at an elk, the thing will run 7 miles lay down. Yes. So true. So true. Okay, well, Michigan Daffodil, that was another question I had. Have you ever used a bow and arrow? Have you ever used a bow and arrow? I actually took another one of my illustrious college classes. Yes. So we have some yeses and a no, a couple no's. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, Patty, that'll be neat. Adopting a dog. Sweet. Oh, that'll be nice for you. No, no. Yeah, I was feeling that way too, Eli, yesterday. Definitely. Uh, drops. I don't know. It might be. I was just trying to come up with things that we haven't talked about before. So, but anyway, yes, I took a. I'm trying to remember what it was called. But anyway, it was a bow and arrow class. It was in college, and so I was actually a pretty good aim with that too. But I never did anything with it after that. And they were not compound bows; they were the old regular ones. And so, yeah, it was. I don't know. It was a PE credit, I guess, or something. uh, oh, archery. There you go. That's what it was called, archery class. I'm still out of it. Yes. Oh, hit the like for what's your name? Did you see? Can you see that? What I changed it to? Okay. Um, archery in both Scouts and in high school. Okay, cool. There you are. Oh, that would create a challenge, I'm sure, Eli. Yes, because they're all made for that. So, all right. Have you ever made yeast bread from scratch? So, putting it all in there and not putting the bread in a bread maker or the dough in a bread maker or putting the dough in um, your KitchenAid and having the dough hook do your kneading for you, but actually put it all in and hand making it and making a loaf of bread. Yay, Alicia. Yes. Um, did it have to be good? No, yes. Mine turned out like a brick. So I kind of gave up on it, but so I haven't done it. Sourdough too. Oh, yay, Patty. Michelle, I'm sorry. I know. I prefer to use the machine too. It's Phoebe makes her own yeast. Wow. Now that is excellent. Grandma Karen, yes, a brick bread here. I could make a bunch of them and build something with it. So, oh, yes. Um, yeah, I'm not talking necessarily, having your sourdough starter and everything, but just using um, a regular recipe like that. You're getting really good at it when Michigan Daffodil. I know gluten's not good for me either. So that's where I would love to be making. I love artisan breads, and just all the different kinds of things. And I would love to be doing all that, but I can't eat it either. Um, so I live vicariously through other people who can, and I smell it, and it's like, oh, it smells so good. No, you can't have wheat. Yeah, me neither, Carrie. So you haven't baked in ages. Now you have a wonky apartment oven. Oh, well, hopefully it's going to be a short transition for you, Patty. Yeah. You need baker's bread, not that flour from the store. Okay. Um, I do have some flour from um, a place that is actually heritage wheat, which means it's wheat that came from seeds back in the 40s and 50s, and they have certain farmers that continue to grow it, and so it's organic, non-GMO, all that kind of stuff. From That's what they call a heritage wheat. And there are people who are even celiac who can eat things made from that. So I've got a huge bag of it in my freezer. So someday I'm going to open that up and try something out here. But um, let's see. Bread on the stove on YouTube. So you're not very good at baking. You can do other types of cooking. Oh, okay. Interesting, Dave. Because I know that you cook and you do a lot of things, but um, used to make yeast donuts for school charities. They sold them for 25 cents. Oh, wow. Very cool. Very, very cool. Have you ever participated in a tug of war? I think I did years ago. I think it was probably at a youth camp or something like that. But we just had a town celebration on Saturday here, and one of the things they did was a tug of war, and it was, they get 20 people on the end of each side of the rope, and it was actually very hilarious. So it was really good. Yes, yes. As a kid, yes, and you always won. Well, go for you, drops. At Scout Camp every year for years. All right. Jamboree field day in elementary school. And it really is a fun thing to be doing. Back in the 60s and 70s, we pour hands, so you're so competitive it costs. Oh, Patty, I never picked that up about you at all. Oh, the things we end up growing up out of, right? All right, Gail, thank you so much for coming here. I appreciate it very much. And he's going to be talking about homeschooling this tonight. Very, very good. You work in your church nursery. 2 Sundays ago, you had an older child along with your younger brother. Uh, it's a gluten-free bun. Oh, that's so sweet. The kids know that you can't have it either. Oh, that's funny. So, have you ever dressed up in disguise other than for Halloween? And you don't have to tell me you're a CIA spy or anything like that. So, have you ever dressed up in disguise? For whatever reason. I mean, it could have been for um, a school dance. It could have been for, a prank or something, different things. So that's a good tip, Dave. Or I'm sorry, Patty. Yeah, that's a good tip. So just Halloween. You don't think so? No, just for Halloween? Not really. Okay. I know it's a really random question, but I was just like, people probably wouldn't, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't want to admit it or something. I don't know. Yes, you look like Anne of Greek Gables. You do your hair in braids and put on a straw hat. Oh, fun. Oh, that's cute. You had a big Lebowski themed party. Fun. Oh, that's great. Your haunted house every year, also at the police academy playing bad guys. Oh, that's true. That would be a good one. Yeah. Went bowling and drank white Russians and dressed. Oh, just posing as a garden center employee and answering questions. Well, excuse me, you were in disguise in a different way, right? Just a personality disguise. Uh, the dude abides. One Halloween, you wore your mom's paper law school graduation gown as black, so you worked. Oh, oh, that is funny. You guys are great. All right. Have you ever made anything from clay in the way of like ceramics or pottery or statue or anything like that? Formed and shaped a lump of clay into something. Um, I did in high school. I had in art class, we had, um, I don't know, it was a month or two or something of ceramics and pottery and stuff like that. Oh, good. Again, some yeses. Yay. Tell me what you made too. Um, oh, that's great, Dave. Middle school art class. Done ceramics, also sculpted faces in polymer clay. One of the man in the moon for your garden. Oh, very cool. A mug, Buddha, cups, plates, and dolls. Oh, Connie, you really went out and did it. Um, yeah, so we did like we had a potter's wheel, and so we would make some, um, cups or mugs or something like that, and of course learn how to attach a handle, um, and then we had another part of it that we had to make a statue out of it and out of the clay. So we did the wheel, we did the statue. Um, I don't remember what else we did, but yeah, there were a few things. You made dolls with your grandma. Cool. The ugly mug and ugly bowl. Oh, Kiri, that's very cool. Hey, Drops, that's neat. Very, very cool. Plays and Cups were in middle school. See, we've got a lot of talented people here. You guys are great. You have done essential oil necklaces, but they don't get fired. Okay. Yeah, we learned how to, dry them completely. I'm trying to remember when you're doing pottery if there's a first and a second firing. I think there is. You let it dry and then you fire it, and then you can take it out and then glaze it and then have to fire it again, right? I think there's a two-step thing, I think. Yeah, Dave, I think that's what it was. I spent so long. I mean, goodness, 45 years. I'm trying to remember that. So I think I may have done some in college too. Yeah, I took all these wonderful enriching classes, archery and pottery and marksmanship. And yeah, it was the first time around in college anyway. did not take it seriously. Um, it's good till the paint ran in the firing process. Oh, well, I think it was always cool to, you put that glaze on and you can't really tell what it's going to look like, especially if it runs or something, like you said. And then it comes out and it's like this unique piece. It's just like so cool. Um, okay. Fire the green part within it. Yes. Okay. So I was right with that. You made a miniature nature scene of a cabin by a waterfall and some trees. Oh, that's cool, Katie. Very nice. Yep, then fire the glaze. Okay. Because it was going to be, it's still raining. You don't want to get wet. Well, we've got, 7 minutes left, Kiri. So maybe the rain will stop. But it's raining for you. Oh, you should be rejoicing, running out in the rain and doing all of that. That would be, yes. We like the hand building process of working in clay. I know, right, Patty? It really does. Oh, Eli, that's very cool. Potter extraordinaire. Very neat. Yeah, that's so great. Oh, you guys are so talented and wonderful. That is so great. So, um, all right. Have you ever sat in a chair and broke it? More than once? Oh, no, Alicia. Well, good. Which chair? Well, it could be a recliner or a stool. I don't know. Um, when when my daughters had gone to live in Nashville for about 9 months, and she she was renting a room in this house with a bunch of other girls, and they had this little rickety table and three or four very, very rickety little chairs. And one was already broken, and I didn't know it. And they just kind of like somewhat pieced it together. And so she's like, "Here, mom, have a seat." And like sit down and just like, I am on the floor. Oh, oh, Connie. Oh, no. So, not a good feeling at all. Because it was just like, "Oh, I broke your chair." Just, no, it was already broken. Well, then why do you put it back together for somebody to sit on, Like everybody ignores that one. But anyway, yeah, it's just little wooden one that, anyway. Um, so you stepped up on a ladder that was old and came crashing down when a rung broke. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. Oh, you're in a flood watch? Oh, you just hate wet hair. Take a plastic grocery bag or a garbage bag or something and put it over your head and tie it in the back and keep your hair dry. Or I don't know if you have an umbrella since you're kind of in the desert there or not, but Goldilocks. No, till late September. Ooh. Well, Kiri, they're loving that rain. The rain. Or shower cap. That's a good idea too. Your roommate, your old roommate sat on some boxes at a big market in downtown Portland. Went all the way to the ground. Oh, had a hard time not laughing really loud. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It is definitely a moment of embarrassment, that's for sure. That's for sure. Well, right, my garden tip for tonight is save seeds as much as you can. I know some of you are really good at saving like everything if you can, but um, it's a little too early yet to be buying seeds for next year because harvests aren't quite done. They're not ready to have the seeds all dried and ready and packaged for sale. So we have to wait another probably month or two before they can start selling seeds for 2023, But if you can save your own seeds, and you're just going to have to, either get a book on saving seeds. I meant to get mine here to show you, but um, otherwise you can research online. There's so much everywhere that you can learn how to save seeds. But just even pick one plant. I mean, like Alicia, you could just find your tomatoes. Research how to um, save tomato seeds. And every plant is a little bit different. You can't just pop the seeds out and let them dry and then use them. Sometimes there's a process for them so that they will germinate properly the next season. But you know, work at that. So um, trying to get better at saving every season. Yep, gorilla seed saving. Oh, there you go. Oh, Curia like thunder, thunderstorms. Very nice. Um, Spinach seeds. I take my tag off now, huh? Um, Susanna Ashworth, Seed to Seed. Yes, that's the book I think that I have. I did bring out to show you. Oh, you're welcome, Alicia. Sunflower seeds to birds, and they plant for you. Just harvested green onion seed last week during doing germination tests now. Nice. Oh, very, very good, Dave. That would be great. Yes, if Patty, if you are a top seed saver, that would be a really good video, or several videos. Doing a series on those, like how to save tomato seeds, how to save herb seeds, how to all the different things. So that would be a good little project for you, right? um, Onion seeds don't last very long. Absolutely, they're only like a one season thing. But most others will last a few years. Remember to keep them in a dark, dry, cool area to preserve their viability. Absolutely. So start as you're harvesting things. Start thinking about that. Squash seeds are obviously very prolific and easy to do. Beans, you have to let them dry on the plant. Um, Same with peas and everything, so that they go into a dormancy, all that kind of stuff. So, all right. Then my prep tip for tonight is preserve what you grow. All of the zucchini that's coming out now, preserve it. It's probably more than what you can eat. Preserve it in whatever way you're able to. If you can't have enough from what you're growing, go to the farmer's market or as your standard or something like that. But just start preserving your food because you're going to need it for next year. So anyway, yes, it was a fast hour. Absolutely. Guys, thanks so much for participating in telling your stories. I love doing that and love hearing from you and finding out more about who you are and everything. That's been great. So, oh, you're welcome, guys. Crickneck and zucchini. Yes, very good. All right, you guys. Well, just have a great week, and I hope all your harvesting is going to go well and you're growing and everything. And just take care. God bless. Always have hope. And we will see you next week. Good night.